And what it is, this is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go the Cash App, $ Deem by any means. There go the PayPal at Deem by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about. Oh my God, hold on. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It's much appreciated. Rumors have it, y'all. Rumors have it. Don't shoot the messenger. Just, listen to your boy. Canelo has turned down Bud Crawford again. Like I figured that he would, even when they was talking about, them trying to make the fight and everything like that. Canelo know how bad of a look it would be for him to get a fight with Bud Crawford and not fight David Benavidez. See, Canelo is a smart dude, and that's why he just put out a statement talking about he could do whatever he wants to do. And clearly fighting Bud Crawford is too high of a risk with a low reward. And Canelo, and this is to my Bud fans, and I'm a fellow Bud fan too. I'm just not a fanatic the way y'all are, because I don't like a lot of stuff that Bud does outside of boxing. I just don't like how he conduct business all the time. But me and Bud, we the same zodiac sign, so I understand him staying 10 toes down on something he believes in, trying to get us off of something we believe in. It's just not going to happen. So when you talk to Bud Crawford, you're talking to a brick wall. I know, because I'm the same way. If I truly believe in it, it ain't even no point in trying to explain that to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Um, but yeah, Canelo Alvarez don't gain nothing for fighting Bud Crawford. He don't get no notoriety. It's exactly what Canelo said. They're going to say he's too little, and that I should have fought David Benavidez. He's not going to get the credit for beating Bud Crawford. But if he loses to Bud Crawford, do you understand? Yeah, everybody that just heard me say that, y'all understand what if he loses to Bud Crawford? Oh Lord, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. You're better off losing to David Benavidez. You'll get much more credit for it. So Canelo has turned down Bud Crawford, and now Bud fans, shout out to my guy Ronnie Bravo, because that is my guy. My Ronnie is really my guy for real, and he was like, Canelo's being a coward, not fighting Bud Crawford. And I would just like to ask some of my fellow Bud Crawford fans, because I'm from Philly, I gotta do this. Um, Canelo is saying to Crawford what Crawford is saying to Ennis. I'm gonna say that again for y'all in the back. Shout out to manager Marty. Canelo is saying the same thing to Bud Crawford that Crawford is saying to Ennis. So what's good for the goose? What's good for the goose? Because guess what? Bud Crawford and Ennis are only one weight class apart. Canelo and Bud Crawford, because Bud Crawford has not fought at 154 yet. He will be fighting at 154, but he has not fought there yet, which would mean that Canelo Alvarez is 3 weight classes above Bud Crawford. And I know what y'all going to say, Deem, he number one pound for pound, blah, blah, blah. All that, I hear you. I get you. I think it's Usyk right now because people talk about Usyk not being pound for pound because he a heavyweight, but he just became a heavyweight. He hasn't started off as a heavyweight. Yeah, heavyweights not being on the pound for pound list is for guys who started their career at heavyweight. Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, people like that. But somebody that come from light heavyweight or cruiserweight and then goes to heavyweight and beats the heavyweight champion, that's a little different. It's not the same scenario. But anyway, Terence Crawford fans are saying that Canelo is ducking Terence Crawford. I don't see how when there's 2 other people we will much rather see Canelo fight than Bud Crawford, but that's okay though. But you can't have it both ways. If you think Canelo Alvarez is ducking Bud Crawford, then you must think that he's ducking that Terence Crawford is ducking Ennis. Because Bud fans just say, Dean, well, you don't get low risk, Jaron don't bring nothing to the table. Y'all, well, I'm going to Jaron Ennis fight, and let me tell you something, you can go look at it yourself. Jaron Ennis fight is almost sold out in Philadelphia. Jaron Ennis fight is almost sold out in Philadelphia. One thing I could guarantee Bud Crawford, if they put that fight in Wells Fargo, the whole East Coast, it would sell out immediately. So all this, it's not You're not gonna make no money from it and all that. That is all BS. Because I think that Terence Crawford and Canelo fight and a Terence Crawford versus Bud fight, I mean versus Boots fight, would sell out just as quickly. Just as quickly. Now, pay-per-view numbers, you know it'd be more with Canelo, but that wouldn't have nothing to do with Terence Crawford. Canelo does 500 at minimum against the trash man. Canelo could literally fight the trash man and is going to do 500,000 pay-per-views. So that's not no big thing. But Terence Crawford fighting Boots in Philadelphia, and the reason why I say Philadelphia, no shout out to Omaha, but Omaha ain't got enough stadiums or nowhere. Y'all understand why I can't be in Nebraska, right? Y'all understand that, right? Why not put it in Philadelphia? Because, like, let me tell you something. Philadelphia loves Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford has a lot of fans on this East Coast, so that you can't even use that as an excuse because half of the building will be rooting for Bud Crawford, even in Philadelphia. I can promise you that. And to say that, what you going to say about Jaron Ennis? He's not a world-class fighter. He's not deserving of it. He's not what? He's not what? Jaron Ennis is on a lot of people's pound-for-pound list. Definitely about to be if Bud Crawford releases these belts so the young man could go ahead and become undisputed at 147 like we... I just want one Bud fan to answer this question. Do y'all think if Bud Crawford drops the belt that Jaron Ennis won't be undisputed at 147? He will have the same accomplishment that Terence Crawford had. So miss me with that. Only reason why he can't get it right now is because of Terence Crawford. So what's good, Mr. Consistency? Y'all know what I do. Mr. Consistency is true. You can't say that Canelo and get mad at Canelo for not wanting to fight Bud Crawford, but you have no problem with Bud Crawford not fighting Jaron Ennis, who we all know has a bigger profile than Magnarov or whatever his name is, got more fights, more prestige, is more known in the boxing community, is a bigger challenge, the whole nine. There is nobody else for Terence Crawford to fight that will be a bigger fight than Jaron Ennis. Because Canelo just turned him down. So let's take Canelo off the board. Who you left with? Who's the big fight for Terence Crawford that'll do better numbers in a Philadelphia or New York or anywhere on this East Coast region than Jaron Ennis? I don't know nobody. Y'all said that Jaron Ennis don't bring nothing to the table. Well, y'all, this live gate about to do amazing because Dean gonna be in the building myself. I'm gonna be there. I'm telling you, the fight is almost sold out. Guess what, y'all? It's not even June yet, and the fight is almost sold out. Jaron fights in July. It's almost June. It's not even June yet, and the fight is already almost sold out, and Jaron fights in July. So a lot of the narratives I hear everybody running with and saying, man, I just think like you got to be consistent. If you're going to say that Canelo Alvarez is ducking Terence Crawford, you got to say Terence Crawford is ducking Jaron Ennis because it makes more sense to fight Jaron Ennis. Canelo Alvarez excuse is much more better than Terence Crawford excuse for not fighting Jaron because Terence Crawford is not the type of star that Canelo Alvarez is. It's not even close. And I love Terence Crawford. I think Terence Crawford's a better fighter than Canelo. Wholeheartedly, I think he's a better fighter. Absolutely, I think he's a better fighter. But he's not a bigger name, not even close. So y'all know that. Y'all perfectly fine with him not being a bigger name and Canelo having everything to lose. But you're not fine with Jaron Ennis being much closer in stature than Terence Crawford is to a Canelo. Jaron Ennis is closer to Terence Crawford than Terence Crawford is to Canelo in popularity. You think I'm lying? Well, these ticket sales don't tell me that. These ticket sales tell me that damn near everybody on this East Coast region, anybody that's somebody from Philadelphia going to be in the building. And I don't want to hear y'all sit up there and say that I don't want to hear y'all sit up there and say that Jaron Ennis people don't know who he is because every interview that Terence Crawford has had, they have asked them about Jaron Ennis. Damn near every interview Terence Crawford has had, especially after the Earl Spence fight, they have asked him about Jaron Ennis. Why don't y'all want to see these two men fight? And Bud fans, I'm even with y'all if he say, look, little dude, I'm not at 147 no more. You want to fight me? You got to fight me at 154. And if Jaron turns that down, I will call Jaron Ennis a duck. I don't care if he's trying to be undisputed. You could go back down to 147 and finish whatever business you got. But if Terence Crawford offers you a title shot at 154, you have to take it, my dude. You have to take it. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts. Forget that. You could go be undisputed at 154. Forget all that. If Terence Crawford offers you a fight at 154, you have to take it. So just let me know y'all thoughts, y'all. I just had to put my 2 cents out there. Shout out to 2 Cents Boxing. I had to put my 2 cents out there, because just the rumors I heard that Canelo has turned him down. Not only this is about the third time Canelo has turned him down. So I'm starting to see the writing on the wall that this not going to happen. I could be wrong. Because you never know with Canelo, and we all know that. But it's just looking like that's not even a real option. So y'all already know what this is, man. Dean, buy, any, means, and I holla at y'all.